you just update us on Tex Hoy's absence from the 21 this week?
Yeah, unfortunately suffered a bit of a calf injury in training the early part of the week, or the back end of last week, sorry. So he's going to be missing for a few weeks, probably. I'd say best case, 3 or 4 weeks. It's not a really serious one, but obviously, disappointing, because I think he's been really consistent this year for us as Tex, and I think he's building in confidence. His maturity and everything that he's doing around the place has been developing. So it's a little bit disappointing, but as always, it's our game. Injuries happen, and you've got to adapt. And somebody else will get an opportunity this week.
You're just on players as well. Judah Rimbu's not made the 21. There's some suggestion he's on his way out, effectively. Can you give us an update on his situation?
Yeah. There's a bit going on behind the scenes. I think there's, it's not officially done or anything yet. There's some bits to kind of sort out. Obviously, it's everyone's aware that there is something going on, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that there isn't. So it's just been it's been tough. Judah come over and really wanted to make a difference for the club, and really wanted to take his opportunity, but it just hasn't quite played out. We've got players who are in front of him in that position at 9, really, with Liam Orn, Chris Atkin, Kane Robb. So he's kind of found it tough for minutes, and I think we as a club and as himself, we're probably trying to recruit and work out sort of where we look, what we look like for the rest of the year and for next year as well. So there's a little bit going on behind the scenes, but nothing 100% confirmed as yet.
At the same time, I don't think Castleford won there for 5 years. Do you, as much as you enjoy playing there, or have done, do you find it's still a formidable venue?
It's a tough place, especially now that I think Hull F.C. had a really turbulent year last year, but I think what you always get with fans, and especially fans from Hull, is support, and I think they're really loyal and passionate, and the back behind the players. I think obviously the coach John Cartwright's come over and done a fantastic job. He's got everybody excited about some of the stuff that they're doing. So it'll be good. It's a tough place to play, but I think our preparation's been really good. We feel like we've done everything right this week, so I'm really looking forward to watching the lads go out and play well on Friday.
Letting an overseas player go after bringing him halfway around the world just after a few months. Can it be a bit of a message to the rest of the squad when you are trying to drive up standards?
Yeah, I think so. And again, you make decisions, you play signings, and things happen, and it doesn't always quite work out like you'd like it to. You'd love your overseas players to come over and hit the ground running and be the best players in the competition, and sometimes it plays out like that, and sometimes it doesn't. I'm going to make some decisions and not get every decision right. We'll try our best to get everyone right, but we may make some calls that bite you on the backside, but you've got to be big enough and ugly enough at times to accept that and take it on the chin. So we've got to, all our intentions as a club is to try and get better, and that's with our environment. We want players to come in and work hard and be committed and really be proud to wear the shirt. So and I think all the boys are. I think most of the group that we've got really happy and enjoying what we're doing, and winning helps that as well. Winning helps, and being competitive helps that. So that's where we're going, and that's what we're trying to drive.
Is there any update on Fletcher Rooney's rehab?
Yeah, I've just been doing some work with him this morning. He's flying, he's itching, he's having to be reined back in. He's had to be held on a tight leash. He's doing some really good things. I wouldn't want to put a time on it, but I feel like he'll be available in the next couple of weeks. So we'll probably look at getting him a reserve game in. I think we'll play a reserve game in 2 or 3 weeks' time. So I think he's being penciled in for that. I think he's permanent marker in his name in it. So over the top of the pencil, he's that keen to get back in and play. So, but he's doing everything right. He's a great kid. I love working with him. Love seeing him around the place, and be a big asset to us when he gets back fully fit.
Hull and Cas games, usually good affairs, usually good entertaining affairs, and I suppose Friday will be no different, big crowd expected as well.
Yeah, I said before, I always love playing there. I think it's a great atmosphere, probably the best stadium to play at, facilities wise, and I think you always get decent, open, flowing games, you know, where our intentions are to play with the ball and throw the ball about. And you know, I know watching Hull a lot this year that they're doing the same. So I'm Friday night, good weather. You know, it should be a great occasion for everybody to get behind, and hopefully we can, you know, from my point of view, we can play well